You saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel. Did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. No, being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you
as far as
recognize
everything
him?
I just said,
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your
I don't
experiences?
know him like that. What did you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and
If everybody want to know the big story behind this reporter interviewing Cameron, she's trying to seek some information about the Cassie and Diddy situation. This is a situation what's called knowing your audience. And the reason why I say knowing your audience, because if she knew how Cam is or seen interviews with Cam in the past, she would know that Cam is known to not give reporters anything that they want when it comes to seeking information, you know, and she's searching for vital information in the wrong place. And she's asking questions about a guy that he clearly doesn't know. You know, he knows of P. Diddy, but he doesn't know him like that. But let's continue.
I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide. It's for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mase. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me that's all here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry?
Before I continue this video, I want to see if anybody caught on to that hidden gem right there. Understanding what Mase just said in that short little, you know, paragraph or whatever, he was basically stating that he took Cam to Biggie to get signed because he knew that Biggie was going to do right by him far as like the contract, signing contract, you know, him getting his money and him getting, you know, the best out of his deal. Knowing who Diddy is, you know, Mase just felt like that was like a better alternative for him. And that speaks volume on Diddy's character as a whole, because being that Mase is very close to Diddy, you would think that he would want Cam to sign with Diddy, but no, he took him to Biggie, which is crazy. But it makes a whole lot of sense now that all these things are unfolding. But let's continue.
About how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower drink.
Yo, at this point, Cam is just trolling. Cam is just wilding at this point, because I don't think he really wants to continue talking to this reporter. I mean, he said what he said. He kind of let her know what it was, and he basically trying to get out the interview. He mentioned before that he doesn't know P. Diddy like that. You know, he see him around the way, and they got a mutual interest based on where they're from, because they both from Harlem. But it doesn't get, you know, it doesn't go any further than that. But she still continues to persistently dig for information, and he's still not giving it to her. So at this point, he's just getting aggravated and just saying whatever he want. So that's pretty much what this is at this point. But let's continue.
I'm just going off what Mase said. Mase took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puff like Mase know Puff. So I appreciate what Mase said, and of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mase may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mase from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy...
You see how this reporter, she doesn't listen. She basically listening to respond rather than listen to understand. He clearly stated that if you want more information, you're better off talking to Mase than speaking with him, because Mase had a very close relationship with P. Diddy, and I can assume that they're still close. They did a whole lot of records together, a whole lot of shows, and they've been pretty much close since back in the day. You get what I'm saying? To think about it, they were kids when they was making music. Mase would have been a perfect asset for the interview, but clearly she doesn't understand that, because she still proceeds to dig for information. So, but this interview was wild. I see a lot of people was going in on Cam and saying different things about Cam, or why Cam acting like this, acting like that. Cam ain't never changed. It don't matter if he 40 something. It don't matter if he close to 50. It don't matter. Like, Cam ain't changing who he is, and that's who he is. That's why, like I said before, certain reporters, they got to know their audience and know who they dealing with, because if you don't want a situation like this to blow up in your face, then you got to know who you interviewing. But let's continue.
Didn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
She didn't really get nothing out of him. I feel like this was a waste of an interview on her part, because she didn't know her audience. She didn't know who she was interviewing, and she pretty much just wasted her time. All she had to do was contact Mase, see how she can get Mase on air to talk about whatever they needed to talk about, and it would have been a more in-depth interview, because she really didn't get nothing for Cameron at all. But I would like to know what y'all feel about this video in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.